Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, I am going to be checking in with my paycheck budget for the week of August 27th through September 3rd. It says here September 2nd, but I forgot about Labor Day and how that was gonna push payday back a day. So this actually went through September 3rd. We had an extra day in there. It all worked out okay. I did do some finagling a little bit. If you watched my expense tracking video that I posted yesterday here on my channel, you would have heard me talk about that. If you watched that video, leave me an emoji down below in the comments. Leave me a little camera emoji so that I know you watched that video and now you're here watching this one. I appreciate so much your continued support here on my channel. Yeah, we did some finagling. We took some money out of long-term savings to help us make the ends meet and not go way over budget this week. We did still, though, end up going over budget in some categories. So let's talk about it. I'm going to use this expense tracker that I filled out with you all in that video to help me fill in my paycheck budget. So, starting out with October bills, I budgeted $750 to go towards next month's bills. If you look here on my expense tracker, you can see that is what I transferred into that account. So that was as expected. The amount that I budgeted for this week, by the way, was $1,500 as anticipated. So this fixed expenses section is all good. That went as expected. What did not go as expected is this variable category, and I've got stuff everywhere. So let me get that out of the way. Okay, so for groceries, I budgeted $300. And you can see on my expense tracker here, the amount I actually spent was $319.37. So we were over budget there. And actually we spent even more than that, but I took some money out of my long-term savings account to help me cover some of that because it was a hefty grocery trip. We took Austin and two of his friends on a camping trip, and we went a little crazy buying snacks and some more stuff and ribs and chicken wings. Feeding teenage boys is no joke, guys. Okay. For eating out, I budgeted $150. The amount I actually spent for the week was $141.19. So we did come in under budget there, which was all good, thankfully. Still spending way too much on eating out. I've just accepted that this is our normal for right now. As much as it stinks, I would much rather see that money go to one of our goals. Eating out is just kind of how we're surviving these days. So there's that. And then for spending, the amount we spent was $23.80. Okay, so we did manage to come in under budget in eating out and spending. I think that's going to offset our overspending here in groceries. And I think we're still going to miraculously have a little bit of extra money to work with. But just because I took money out of long-term savings. So really what I did was traded money from my long-term savings to have money left over to put into short-term savings. So we're just playing musical chairs with my money. All right, total $484.36. So 484, 500 minus 484.36. 15 whopping dollars to work with, you guys. It's not a lot, but we're still gonna take this extra money and put it into our mini savings challenges. You will see that at the end of this video. $15 to some of you may seem like not even enough to bother with. However, $15 is $15. And I want to make this $15 work for me. So I'm gonna put this into my short-term savings at the end of this video. For now, let's talk about the money I've already kind of put into savings. You would have already seen that video. I did take $200 out of last week's paycheck to play my fun savings challenge games. So that went as expected. And okay, so I've got $15.64 remaining to work with. I think I'm gonna put $16 extra into my savings challenges, my minis, because 16 is just an even number and I like the way that sounds better. So I'm gonna fold this to make it a little bit easier to write here. So we're gonna end up putting a total of $216 into savings. 200 is already there. You would have already seen that. 16 is gonna go in today. So the amount of income we started with was $1,500. We spent $750 on our fixed expenses. We spent $484.36 on our variable expenses. For sinking funds, total of $216. Still nothing for extra debt because we are still credit card debt free. So let's take the $1,500, subtract $750, subtract $484.36, subtract $216. That left us with $49.64. And that is what's gonna go into our buffer. So if at the end of September I have money in this buffer, that money goes back to that long-term savings. So I took money out of long-term savings to help me make this budget work. It's not ideal, but at least I'm still debt-free. And I should clarify, I do still have debt. We do have car payments and stuff, but credit cards are still sitting at a zero balance, with the exception of the credit card that I use and pay off each week. A lot of our purchases, like these variable expenses, for example, go on a credit card, and then at the end of the week I pay it off. And also I use a credit card for my sinking funds. Throughout the month, anything that I need to spend from my sinking funds gets put on a credit card. Then at the end of the month, I take cash out of those sinking funds and use that money to pay that card. So I'm using credit cards, but they're not carrying balances. Just wanted to specify that. Okay, so that's it for this week. It ended up all working out. I gotta say, I don't like having such a small amount of money in my buffer. So moving forward, I may end up pulling a little bit more money out at the start so that I can have extra wiggle room just in case. But that's a future video. You guys will see my Paycheck 2 budget coming soon. For now, let me get set up so I can budget this $16. Every little bit counts, right? Let's set up my minis. All right, my friends, so I have got this all set up. I do apologize for the glare here. I'm working with overhead lights, which is not ideal, but we're gonna make it work. So I have 6 mini savings challenges in front of me, numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have $16 left over from this week. Maybe for some of you, it seems like I shouldn't even bother with this because it's not enough to make a difference, but every penny adds up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I'm gonna do things a little bit differently today. Usually what I do is I roll a 6-sided dice and everything I roll gets 2 bills. Because I have so few bills to work with, we're gonna roll and everything I roll is just gonna get 1. So we're gonna roll 16 times and we're gonna see where this money lands. I'll talk about all of the savings challenges and where they are from at the end. So let's get rolling. All right, number 1 is gonna get $1. Hopefully everybody's gonna get a little love today. Number 2 is gonna get $1. Number 6. Number 3. How was your guys' Labor Day weekend? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you did. Number 4. Number 3. So no spicy bills. A lot of times when I do this, I'll throw 5s in there. You guys know we didn't have a lot of money to work with this time. So we're just doing the best we can with what we have. Certainly, I think that saving this money rather than just taking it and blowing it is the best way to go about things. You know, $16 could easily go and get me lunch at McDonald's or something, but I'm gonna enjoy this money a lot longer if I save it towards something important to me rather than just, you know, eating it or spending it on whatever. Last one, number 4, got $1. Okay, so that went pretty darn quick. Let's go ahead and talk about all of these fun challenges. I don't know that we will finish any today since we had such a small amount of money to work with, but we shall see. Starting with number 1 here. Challenge number 1 is from Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. This is a $40 color and save. It came with her little note for June for her channel membership. I am a channel member. I love Marlene and I love her savings challenges. So this challenge today is going to get $3. So let's go ahead and color in 3 ones for this. Okay, so $5 left and then this challenge will be complete. That should mean I have a total of $35 in this challenge. So let's go ahead and count it and make sure that is accurate. And I haven't messed up the math somewhere. If you've ever seen me count money on my channel, you know that as soon as I turn on the camera, I suddenly can't count, I can't add. So hopefully this is right. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All right, so $5 more and this color and save from Marlene will be done and we will add $40 more to our sinking funds. So the funds that I collect through these mini savings challenges, at the end of the month, I take all of my finished challenges and these particular ones go into whatever sinking fund is a little short or needs a little extra money. So that's always a good thing. You guys know how I tend to overspend. Okay, so number 2 is another little challenge from Marlene. I order from Marlene's channel or from her Etsy shop all the time. This particular thing is on the back of a little card that came with another month of her membership. I get, whoops, I got things sliding here. I get perks from her membership every month, plus I'm constantly ordering from her shop. So, yeah, you guys are probably always going to see something from Marlene in my videos. I adore her. All right, so just $1 today. We'll color in this little one here. When we started this challenge, I filled in this little roll and save with a 3-sided die. I just rolled and whatever the dice landed on, that's what number I put in there. So $1 getting added today. Still have a long way to go with this one. We still need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, $13 to finish this one. But we are $1 closer today. You can see there's a total of 13 in there. So that's number 2. Number 3 is from Candy over at Stuff and Budget, this adorable little unicorn mini. And this one is going to get $3 today. And so we are just one step closer to finishing this challenge. So let's color in 1 right outside the lines there, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a $28 challenge. When everything is all said and done, I will have saved $28. We need $3 more. And then we will be able to call this challenge complete. Maybe that means we will finish it next week, provided I don't overspend next week. We shall see about that. So we have a total of $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20 in here. So, oh. Wait, this is a $28 challenge. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I messed up, you guys. What did I do? This has more than $20 filled in here. I wonder if I used this challenge to make change at some point and forgot to put the money back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, I should have 25 in here. So I'm gonna have to go into my stash of cash and add an extra 5 to make this work. I don't know what I did, you guys. Told you, I can't count money. I turn on the camera and suddenly I'm an idiot. So there we go. Now it is all accurate. I'm gonna have to pull $5 from somewhere to make this all work. But that is all trued up now. This is why I always count everything twice, because sometimes I make a mistake. I'm human. All right, so that is stuff and budget done. Maybe as I'm doing this, I will find an extra 5 somewhere and it will all make sense. But for now, we just pulled money from somewhere else and made it work. All right, this challenge is from One Frugal Introvert. It's a $105 challenge. So this one's gonna take quite a while to get through. But today we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4 more dollars. This is a little roll the dice savings challenge that I just kind of turned into a mini because they're my savings challenges. I can do them however I want. All right, let's see if this amount is accurate. What should I have in here? I'm gonna use my calculator because that's a lot of 6s. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 8 plus 6. $44 is what should be in here. 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Oh my goodness, you guys. How did I mess this up so badly? Should only be 44, so I'm gonna take this extra $1 out, I guess. I don't know what I did, you guys. I probably colored something in wrong somewhere and it just messed me up all the way around. That's that. All right. Let's talk about number 5. Number 5 is yet another little roll and save from my friend Marlene with cherries this time. It got $1, so I'm going to color in a pair of cherries here. And I need green to color in the little cherry leaf. There we go. All right, let's see. Do we think these numbers add up, you guys? It is hard to tell. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 is what I should have. 26 is indeed what I have. So at least something worked out right. And honestly, you guys, I'm making a big fuss about how these things aren't adding up, but all of this money is going to the same place in the end. So if things are a little bit off, it's not really that big of a deal, but it's just kind of driving me crazy that I have so many mistakes. Okay, it's fine. We're catching them now. Number 6, one more challenge from One Frugal Introvert here. This one is worth $83 and we are adding 3 more dollars today. So I'm just going to color in a 3. And once again, I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator to add up how much I should have and make sure everything is accurate. All right, $52. y'all. That doesn't add up either. Hold on. Let me try this again. $55. And that is what I have here. So my calculating was wrong, not my counting. It's all good. Everything worked out. We made it to the end of this hot mess video. All of my videos lately are just a mess. So we had extra money in some, not enough money in others. Everything should all be trued up now. We did not finish any challenges today. Again, I kind of expected that because we didn't add a ton of money today, but every penny counts. It all adds up. Hopefully we will finish a challenge next week. Leave me a comment down below and tell me, when you are doing budgeting, you're counting cash, you're working with your budget, do you struggle as much as I tend to do in these videos? It seems like every video I film, I have made a mistake somewhere, but it all works out in the end. I'm gonna get these back into my binder so they are ready for next week. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content that always promises to be a bit messy here on my channel every single week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.